No special guests tonight, so you just give me, that's all. No special interviews, but try and keep things a little interesting. We're possibly working on doing a giveaway raffle with one of our bikes out of the garage, so we're going to talk about that tonight, and also going to demonstrate how to actually set one of your watches, as that is probably the number one customer service request, is how do you actually set your watch. So I know the written instructions sometimes aren't necessarily the best, so yeah, we're going to walk through that tonight too. So let's get some people in here first. All right. Ross, what's up, man? How you doing? I actually keep meaning to message you too, because I keep working. I want to get this. I want to build a little AR pistol, and I want to chamber it in 300 black. And man, it's like hard to find everything. So I may hit you up. I need to look for some sites too. So. And from Street Piper, what's going on, man? How you doing? You enjoying the watch? Felix, oh yeah. No, I know we got both of you guys. Didn't know who logged on, so I'll probably ping you, like I said, because I got some builds I'm trying to do, and yeah, I might look at some different sites. All right. We got. Let me see here. I love to hear that, my friend. I love to hear that. That's actually just had a customer today reach out. A friend of his is got a gift as a present, and needless to say, long story short, he's buying one because his friend has one, loves it so much, he wears it more than the Rolex his parents gave him. I'm like, hey, man, that to me is like the biggest compliment I could ever see from anything. So, just to make something cool that people enjoy wearing, that's it, and have a piece that you don't just look at your wrist and be like, man, I'm bored of looking at this thing. I need something different, so. All right. All right. Let's see. Man, you got light room tonight. Oh man, Instagram has been slow lately. I did a live the other day too, and didn't have. I think the max got up to was like 20. IG slowing us down here. All right. Try and put this up a little bit. All right. That should clear that up a little bit. Alright, well, we're going to save this video as well, so that way it can be kind of an instructional tutorial as well for people to how to set their watch. So, of all of our watches, this is what we call the 1116. We have two different styles of this particular watch. We have the Juggernaut, which is actually a stainless steel and red version. And then we have this, which is the Stealth, which of course is all black. And we're going to have another version of this coming here shortly, so you guys have to keep a lookout for that one. Now, as far as to actually set this guy, it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go basically step by step here for everything. So in order to actually set the time on the digital aspect, which is what most people obviously want to do, so that way you can have dual time functionality. So what we're going to do, let me see if I can get the light on that way, you guys. All right, that's a good angle. So what you want to do, you hit your top right button there. There we go. That gets everything cleared out. And then we're going to do your mode button, which is this guy down here on the bottom. You're just going to hit that 3 times. There we go. And click them all the way. I got some difficulty there. All right. My apologies. Everything's upside down here. This guy, your bottom, when you're looking at the watch, the bottom left button, which is this guy, you click that 3 times, and we'll show you what that screen looks like. So, what you see here, let's see, yeah, there we go. You should see that second hand flash, and now when that's flashing, that means you can set it. So the seconds, obviously, they reset to 0. To change that number, you're going to hit your top right button when you're looking at the face of the watch. So that's going to reset your seconds to 0. Now, to cycle through and get to the next feature, you're going to hit that bottom right button. So when you hit that bottom right, you'll see now the first one that'll come up is you're actually going to have your hours flashing. So if we want to set that, let's see, out here in Florida it's 9 o'clock, so we're going to go 9. So you guys should be able to see that. So you got the 9 flashing right now. Hit that bottom right again. Goes to the minutes. You can see the 38 flashing there. Now it's, what do we got, 9:12. So again, your top right button is the one that you actually use to cycle through. All right, we got 9:12. All right. So once you get that set, again, there we go, that pops up. The next one that's going to come up is your actual month, and let's see, so we got the 5th, so May, and you see again, every time that the number you're going to change is the one that's going to be flashed. Let me take a light on there for you. So now we're changing month, we got that all set, again, bottom right, and today is the 8th, so then again, we're just going to click that up, and everything numbers wise always goes up. That's what you use on that top right button, always moves the numbers up. We got today is the 8th. There we go. So that's lined up. All right, he's set. So now you can see everything is kicking there. And then give it one more kick. And then now you're on the date or the actual day function. And so obviously today is Friday. So we're going to click that guy up. Now you see everything set there flashing. You got the day. You want to set everything, finalize it. That's again as you're looking at the face, bottom left button. Now everything's locked in. So that's how you do the actual multi-functions for using the dual time zone, setting the calendar functions, and doing all of those features. Now, we do get a lot of questions as well. I'd say after how do you set the time, the next one is like how do you actually use the alarm features? Again, I know the instruction manual we wrote is maybe not the clearest on that. And so what you're going to do, let me see here, let me pop this guy out so we stop moving. There we go. Okay. Get the hands out of the way here so you can see our screen a little better. There we go. Okay. Now, if you hit that bottom left button twice, that's actually going to pop you into the feature where it says alarm. And you'll notice because there is the, and it's hard to get on this thing here. There we go. You should see it's lit up on that left-hand side. It says AL. Obviously, that's going to be the alarm. Now, there we go. When you hit your top right button, this may be hard to pick up on cameras. You got to kind of see it in person. So, as you'll see, there's two little icons at the bottom. One is actually a bell. So, of course, that's going to be the chime feature. And what will happen on the digital aspect, when the watches go for each hour, it'll chime. So it'll give you a little beep, let you know it's 9, let you know it's 10, 11, 12. And it'll do that for all 24 hours of the day. A lot of times customer service wise, we get some calls and, it's wives calling, how do I fix my husband's watch because it beeps in the middle of the night? So this is how you do it. So as you'll see right now, the bell is on there. So now we hit the other button again. There we go. And that's going to be for the actual alarm itself. And so you can set the time for that. Let's see here. And then if you hit it one more time, where you have the bell and the chime, that means every hour on the hour it's going to go off, and then you're also going to have an alarm go off at midnight. So if you want to make sure everything is off, you get back to your screen. Let's see here, 100, there we go. And if you see down here, so there's no little icons, there's nothing down there. So that means it's not going to go off. The alarm is turned off. The chime is turned off, so you don't have any of those features activated. And then as far as actually setting the time for the alarm, just use your bottom right-hand button. That'll pop you to the hours, so you can set that first, move it to where you want to. One more time, and then you can set your minutes. And then the same thing to lock that up. Make sure these guys are off. I don't want this going off at 4 o'clock in the morning. So again, as you see, that's how you change the times. And when you look down on the bottom, there's no symbol, so there's no chime, there's no alarm, so that's all turned off now as well. All right. Now, the next feature is if you want to use the stopwatch, which that one's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I've used it a handful of times myself. I know we do have a lot of different first responders, paramedics, and people, work obviously in hospital units. They use that more frequently, and it is a useful feature. So just what you do, one little tap on your bottom left-hand button. Man, I'm off camera here. One little tap down there, that'll get you reset. You want to start it, just right up there at the top, and that's actually the button that says start as well. See, everything's running. That's also pause, and then you want to reset, bottom right. Everything clears. So if you're going to do any kind of laps, if you're going to, check a pulse, you just want to run a timer for how fast you can do something, that's basically how you activate all those features there. Now, as far as actually setting the time on the watch, some people sometimes call in and ask, like, hey, I got a watch, especially like the Panther and the Tank. Those watches have no digital aspect, and I didn't get an instruction manual. A lot of times, usually what the common answer is, if you can't figure out how to set a watch with a crown, you probably shouldn't buy a watch. Just saying. Just saying. Like to keep it real, and I'm usually not politically correct. So that's the way she goes. And then we do have our Rambo watch, which is this guy right here. And if you've been following us for a long time, this particular model is actually the most durable model we make. It is the strongest combination of glass we have, as this one is a full sapphire. Case is full stainless steel. These guys are legitimately bulletproof. In a lot of videos, like, we've hit these with hammers and done all kinds of other crazy stuff. And as far as from a durability standpoint, this is actually the top that we have. And it is actually set in the exact same manner. It has all the same features, just the layout is a little bit different. Let's see here, get these hands out of the way. So instead of being, as what you have like the Stealth, where everything is kind of set up a little more spread out, you have everything that is actually down right in front of you. And the whole reason too why it's like that, I kind of inspired, I used to have a Viper, and that's how your gauge cluster is. When you look from the driver's seat, everything's all lined up to the right. So kind of designed to watch around that, and it just kind of fit right in. But otherwise, setting it, it's the exact same way. Has all the same features. It's day, date, calendar, dual time zone, alarm. Everything functions literally exactly the same. And so again, hey, I mean, I don't ever mind talking to people too. So if you guys call in for customer service and you know how to set your watch, that's what we're here for. So I don't mind that. Not least. We got some more people in here. Let's see. I think I may have missed some comments. People had some questions. Oh, let's see. Yeah, to switch over to 24-hour time. Let me get this guy back right here. Yeah, come on. There we go. Let's get him back. Yeah, we're switching to 24-hour time. Let me just get it so that way it'll display here. So what it does, if you want to, let me get those out the way. If you want to switch with these, because they also do offer 24-hour, time zones. So if you want to run off a 24-hour clock, all you have to do is, if you cycle through the hours and go all the way through, it'll then choose the 24-hour setup after that. And so to get out of, I think right now, so yeah, see it's flashing 1320 right now. So if you want to get out of that, literally just go through and take the hours all the way through. It should be right there. So 2320. One more click over, and then it goes to 12:20, so back to 12-hour functionality. So it's just cycle through it. The instructions could be a little bit more clear on that, but we're going to save this video, maybe clean it up some, and put that on our website as well. So let's see. Love the shirt. Y'all gonna sell them? Actually, yeah. We had our website. We redid it about a month or so ago. We need to get the apparel section put back up there. We had to clean some things up and make it run a little bit smoother. So the shirts, obviously this one, it's kind of like more of like a dry fit shirt. It's real good for working out. You know, you take it outside. It's kind of like that, the moisture wick material. And we'll have these up on the site. Hats, we're going to have a couple different as well. We worked on a couple different logos, and so we'll have those up. Hoodies, beanies, a few other things. We just got to finish up, put the final touches on that, and get that launched back on the website. See, did I miss any other questions here? I don't think so. All right. Good, man. Glad you love your watches. You got, lucked out on that one. Bought one day and then won one the next day, man. That's pretty solid deal. Can't really beat that one. All right. Then hopefully, I think we can get some more people in here. What I like to do is, let's see here, go out, pop in the garage and talk about the bike that we're gonna possibly raffle off. Need to figure out the rest of the details, but have some bikes, and thinking about giving one away through some form of a raffle, whether it be related to purchase of watches or an actual raffle entry where you can buy tickets. Trying to figure out something so that way somebody ends up winning a bike for a minimal cost. Kind of the first thing that sort of popped in was maybe we do tickets and can link that to purchases. Maybe one purchase is good for 2 tickets into the raffle, or you can actually buy a ticket for like $50 a piece and do something maybe like 100 entries. So that way it's a fair chance for pretty much everybody. And we'll do everything through a random number generator and run it that way. Kind of thinking about doing a giveaway with a bike. So let's go out and we'll pop out and show you guys what that bike's actually going to be here. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see, find some keys here first. So, all right. All right. This is what we're thinking about doing here. And flip the camera guy around. There we go. Thinking about throwing this guy up and using that as one of our giveaways for the raffle. Either link it into, like I said, some form of purchasing. You buy a watch that's good for 1 or 2 entries, and then actually sell some entries into that as well. What you got? It's a 09 Nightster. Did a pretty fair amount of work to it. Cleaned the pipes up. The original plan was we were going to build a bobber, but just kind of ran out of time to do it. And, riding season's pretty much here now. But redid everything. Van Ness air filter, drag pipes. Put a little bit of a short kind of mini apes on here. So it gives you a nice little riding position. Brand new gauge cluster. What else we do? Daymaker headlight. New wheels, new tires. So pretty much everything's been done up. But obviously the big thing what people want to see is what's it sound like. But yeah, the headlight she's bright. She's real bright. And then especially with your gauge, you can change the colors on that. I think it's got something about 300 options or so. And don't mind the sandals. This is Florida and this is how we live down here. But this guy does get pretty loud. Sorry, neighbors. But yeah, so that's what we're thinking about giving away. So we're going to come up with the details and probably list that on the website, obviously listed on social media. So it's probably going to be maybe a 60-day process or so. Haven't figured it out in full detail yet, but we're going to get there. And once we do, we're going to make sure that, obviously that's going to be put everywhere. But again, somebody can actually win a bike here. And, hey, who doesn't love a cheap motorcycle for sure? So what we're thinking is, again, watch entries, watch purchases will be an entry. I love the big tires on the back. Can you switch them out or leave them? Oh, these guys, those aren't part of the raffle. Those are the personal collection. Those ones aren't going in there. Maybe another one, but as far as for right now, those are like my children. So those ones aren't going. Stealth bike to go with stealth watch. Yeah, no, that's kind of the idea. I mean, everything on you see is all black. Kind of wanted to initially get rid of some of this chrome, but it was kind of an unfinished project. But like I said, nonetheless, that's what we're thinking about doing. Link it up either to purchases or raffle entries. And, hey, if it's $50 per entry, who wouldn't want to win a bike for $50? So, let's see. But that is sort of what we're thinking about, and so we'll make sure to keep you guys posted. Also, I know people asked about the apparel, and we should have that hopefully up on the site maybe by the end of next week. Have that all finished up, turned back on, and like I said, do a couple different hats, shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, all different kinds of stuff. So we'll make sure to keep that posted as well. And otherwise, guys, just stay tuned, and we'll keep you posted on the motorcycle as well. So till then, y'all have a good weekend and take it easy. Stay geared up.